Two. Hey folks, we're live. It's Friday. I'm early. Makes a change. It's been a pretty good Friday. It is good. It is indeed Good Friday if you follow the Christian holiday seasons and patterns in the UK at least. The original gangster has come. Hey Jeffrey, how's it going, dude? Ooh, croaky. Excuse me, sorry about that. Doing good, glad to hear. Glad to hear. Yeah, it's here in the UK it is Good Friday, which if according to the Christians it is when Jesus was crucified, I believe. If you are willing to believe that and not pagan rituals. But it's a very quiet day today. Like not really much not much work to do, which is good. Roads are quiet, work was quiet. Plenty of time to kind of do what is needed, really. I'm 2/3 of the way of the map of our server, not doing any more anytime soon. That's fair. That looks pretty cool. That's very cool. I never thought about doing that, but I suppose you can just kind of map a little area and just pin it on the big map. But yeah, very cool idea. But yeah, I can imagine that being very tedious. And there's plenty of time to do it. Like we're gonna have that server for a while now, so there's no rush on that. I'm very excited to play this. I sell emotes and overlays and emotes and overlays of Jeffrey's nudes. Nice. Hey Lisa, how's it going? Good to see you. That's quite a niche service, but it's definitely the best service on Twitch. And there's all those cool emotes. Yeah, we're playing some Tempest Rising today. Tempest Rising, if you've not been following, which I'm sure everyone who knows me will be aware of. Tempest Rising, it was made by some of the developers from the original Command and Conquer. Not all of them, but some of them. And featuring the music of Frank Kaplaki, who's the original composer for Command and Conquer games. So it is, in all kind of senses, a spiritual successor to Command and Conquer. And the Command and Conquer communities are very happy to see this, including myself. So I'm excited to play it. It's basically the same storyline of you have a global kind of unity alliance between certain countries looking to protect the planet. You have a terrorist kind of group that basically want to rule the world, and they're both fighting over a alien mineral. In Command and Conquer, this was called Tiberium, glowing green crystal, slightly radioactive. In Tempest Rising, it's called Tempest. So the stories pretty much line up. Or blue, yes, I remember the blue. Blue Tiberium. It was worth more, wasn't it, when you collected that? Yes. So it would be interesting to see if they do different grades of Tempest in Tempest Rising. I'm going to switch over to the game scene. And we'll load it up. I actually put my headphones on. Yeah, headphones is switched on. If you play RTS, I want to open RA game next Monday stream. Nix doesn't really do RTS, but I'll be certainly happy to do an RTS at some stage. Let's get this going. It was made in Unreal. Put Nix at the back of the map, yeah. 3D realms. We do the protecting, yeah. Maybe we get Nix into RTS at some stage. In 1962.
That several nuclear warheads have detonated across the continent.
As the world braces for the inevitable retaliation to the
Both the United States and Soviet Union have called for a ceasefire just days after the
Left to pick up the pieces.
great swathes of land across Eurasia, most heavily affected by the fallout from the nuclear.
to vote by the Union of Allied Nations to ensure a conflict of this scale will never happen again.
Strange flesh-like vines.
A group calling themselves the Tempest Dynasty have claimed responsibility for
More often in highly irradiated zones, seem to be emerging from the Earth.
Let's put this on. 1997, Tempest Dynasty evacuation site. Now that intro is very much present day 97, yeah. That intro is very much like the first Command and Conquer, like the switching news channels kind of thing. Lisa wasn't even born yet. But yeah, this game is very much the first Command and Conquer reimagined. Absolutely love the original intro to Command and Conquer. The switching through the news channels, kind of explaining the world. You're old. Yeah, I've come to peace with that fact.
But it isn't. It's too perfectly coarse, like it wanted to be the shape. I think it was built for the Tempest, or maybe the other way around.
Is there a way in?
Well, it appears to be laid out like a ziggurat.
Show me.
Ziggurat.
Oh, yes, yes, follow me.
Inform the boy. We'll want to know about this.
Nice intro movie going on. Proper sets the scene for the war. Oh, straight into the chasm. One of these factions has a Nazi vibe in the uniform, yeah. So I would say the Tempest Dynasty is probably kind of the terrorist, kind of Nazi style. So basically, in the original game, it was the GDI, the Global Defense Initiative. In here, it's the GDF, which is Global Defense Federation, I believe. And in the original Command and Conquer, it was NOD, or the Brotherhood of NOD. And in Tempest Rising, it is the what was it? The Tempest. I forgot what they even called now. But yeah. But yeah, even that map in the background is very much Command and Conquer. That whole kind of red map, the highlighting. It's looking very cool. They do have a Discord server, which I'm in, so I don't need to that. I can kind of minimise the news. I suppose go straight into the campaign. I've already had a quick look at the settings. I love this little graphic in the background. The Tempest Dynasty. So you've got the two headquarters. You've got the Tempest Dynasty and the GDF. Right, go into the campaign. So the Global Defence Force, self-styled as a peacekeeping force, the Global Defence Forces are well trained and well funded, and specialise in analysing and shutting down battlefield threats. On the battlefield, the GDF use their advanced communication technology to keep one step ahead of the enemy. Do the other one. You want me to do Tempest Dynasty? Sounds too American, yeah. Any kind of global force is typically American, isn't it? We all know. It's basically Americans with support of other countries. Any kind of these factions. But then the Tempest Dynasty is a collection of European and Asian nations. Okay, we've got Europeans over here. United under one banner to stand against occupation by the GDF. Tempest Dynasty are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve victory. They take battle with overwhelming firepower and impressive defences. So this actually looks less that these are terrorists, like in the original Command & Conquer. This is more kind of opposing forces. There's an OG Command & Conquer story behind it. That GDI is a combo at Russia and US united to fight against a giant ant invasion from Red Alert. So GDI is basically the world allies against terrorists. Because the Brotherhood of Nod in Command & Conquer doesn't have a country. They're just terrorists. But I know in Red Alert it was... Oh, I think I clicked the wrong one. Cancel. In Red Alert it was the Allies, which is America, UK and Europe, against the Russians. But I know the OG story and Red Alert are supposed to be in the same timeline. Like Red Alert is in the past, and then it eventually gets to the Tiberian War era. Yeah, the giant ant invasion. I think the connecting backstory is that after the events of Red Alert, everyone joined to create the GDI to fight the ant invasion. I know the ants came from... Well, in Red Alert 1, it was just Russia. And... Nod? I'm not sure whether the Brotherhood of Nod. Kane creates them. And after that, yeah, possibly then. Yeah, that's probably the fill-in that I'm not too familiar with. What's our options? Easy, normal, hard, insane. No, we're going to go with normal. We're not going to make it too easy because I want to kind of have some kind of challenge. Name, enter a name for the campaign, new campaign slot. So let's call this Stream 1. Yeah, I liked, because at first I thought they were two separate games. The same mechanics, two separate games, but then the lore has kind of connected those two eras together. I enjoy both of them though. I love the alternative universe World War II kind of scenario. And I like the futuristic war. But this is very much kind of futuristic war. So Tempest Dynasty, Mission 1, Harvest the Tempest. Campaign Progress 0, difficulty normal. So, location for Mission 1 is Zagreb, Croatia. Objective, remove GDF from the Dynasty land and reclaim the Tempest. GDF has encroached on our lands for too long. They have taken one of our bases and are harvesting the Tempest that is rightfully ours. Use technicians to recapture our base, reactivate the Tempest rig, harvest all you can, then escort the rig to the lake. Reclaim the Tempest. General. GDF will burn another day. The Tempest is all that matters. So we're coming in, we're reclaiming our land. So loading screen.exe encryption. I love that. That's retro kind of Windows.
Major General,
Ooh.
congratulations. Your work in the field speaks for itself. Impressive. Very impressive. You may call me Alex. We have a lot of work to do. For too long, we have been idle, as GDF lays claim to the Tempest that is rightfully ours. Our birthright. This responsibility fell to me. And with every fiber of my being, I swore that I would lead our people towards the destiny that my father had envisioned. I will make him proud. Our destiny begins today. Our future will be incandescent, and you will have the honor of lighting the touch paper. Let's start with yours.
Nice. Is the game loud enough? Can you hear it okay? Do I need to turn it up a bit?
Yes, I have your signal, General. It is good to see you. My name is Lieutenant Melnick. I will be working with you as your intelligence officer for your missions. Command is upping requirements for Tempest harvesting. You will be reclaiming Tempest from Dynasty soil in the Balkans, currently under the control of GDF. A storm is brewing, General. Stand by. I'm connecting your terminal to our command systems. While I get the uplink online, if you have any questions for me, I'd be happy to help.
Oh, we've got dialogue. What can I expect from GDF? Tell me more about the Tempest. Any intel on the region? No further questions. What can I expect from GDF?
In terms of numbers, anything between a token presence and a fully operational combat-ready base. Nothing you can't handle, I hope. Our satellite images of this area are outdated, but we know GDF are still crawling around on what used to be Dynasty territory. The so-called Defense Force has been annexing Dynasty land for decades. They may have a tech advantage. Well, at least they think they do. But they lack an understanding and appreciation of the Tempest itself. To them, it's just a resource. It is a gift.
Tell me more about the Tempest.
Ah, yes. This'll be your first mission deploying our Tempest rigs, correct? I think you'll appreciate their utility. While GDF still uses stationary refineries, our mobile rig platforms refine the fluid harvested from Tempest pods on the move.
Oh, interesting.
We have almost 200 rigs presently deployed across Eastern Europe. The more radiation, the better the Tempest grows. The pod fluid is widely used as an energy source. Fossil fuels don't even come close in fuel efficiency. It's easy to harvest as well, providing you're properly insulated, of course. I hear the lab coats are researching possible uses for vines themselves. That way, nothing is wasted.
So yeah, that's a very good approach to this whole thing. That they're going, well, actually, we want to make it a greener, kind of more efficient process. Any intel on the region?
We have an old base in this area. It was abandoned when GDF tried to push through and take the Adriatic. If you can get it back online, it'll go a long way to helping you establish a foothold. Also, remember that the locals used to live under the Dynasty's flag. And the Dynasty takes care of its own. Ask them how they feel about GDF stomping around on their lands.
Oh, so we've got the support of the locals. No further questions.
Understood. All right. I have you in my system. Your task is simple. Get in, gather the Tempest, and get out. Good luck, General.
I love how shiny her epaulets are. Ah, yeah, that is definitely old school Command Conquer. So we can deploy. So we got briefing, transcript, missions, armory, doctrines. Yes.
GDF
missions to recapture our base, reactivate the Tempest rig, harvest all that you can, then escort the rig to the lake. Reclaim the Tempest, General. GTF will burn another day. The Tempest is all that matters.
Okay, so that basically reads off our original brief. Like D dine / mission / brief.exe. Love it. Alright, let's give this game a go. We already played the demo before, and it plays just like Command & Conquer. So this is all the Tempest by the looks of it. So it's radioactive and slightly electric. There's a beefy looking harvester. Nice. Let's do this. Let's go claim back our base. We got our units.
GTF holds our former base to the west. Reclaim it and get the rig back online. You'll be assisted by Pythia. Keep an eye on your radar for important pings. Command's all yours, General.
Cool. Stay clear of the Tempest because we don't want to harm our units.
Acknowledged. Of course, General. Yes, General.
By the way, we call Good Friday the exact same, but in Dutch, Goed Veridag. You would literally translate that. It's Germans would say it's Sad Friday. Ah.
Affirmative.
Love how sharp this looks. I've only got this on medium quality graphics as well.
Understood. Order received.
They explosive barrels. They do look like explosive barrels.
Awaiting orders. Target received.
Right, take out those barrels. The French, Spanish, Portuguese and Italians call it Holy Friday. Oh, that makes sense.
Of course, General.
Collect the crate.
Affirmative. Move out.
Oh,
Acknowledged. Take him out. March.
nice. Select units. Yeah, we know how to do that. Move command. We know how to do that. Attack move. When attack commands only engage targets opposed to threat. However, you instead issue attack by all commands by holding down control, and your units will engage all enemy targets while prioritizing those. Okay, so holding control will just go, well, attack on at will kind of thing. Explosive barrels, AoE blast, yep. Resource crates, cool. Okay, standard stuff. That's
Understood. Order received. For the dynasty. March.
oh, look at that rushing water. That's cool. I think we can interact with there. We can destroy sandbags if we really want to.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Oh, we got somebody there.
Open fire.
Okay, what have we got down here? So we've got a split in the road. We can either go to the north or to the south. Let's go around this way. Oh, okay. Takes over for us.
General, GDF is destroying the bridges to cut off our reinforcements. There's a hostile garrison between your units and the nearby village. Proceed with caution. You can use your igniter core to clear out infantry from enemy structures, or look for an easier way into the village. Clearing the village of any GDF presence could win us the favor of local militia groups.
Ooh, okay. So they've taken out. That's a big chain gun. We don't want to be taking that on by foot.
Understood. Of course.
I've got some explosive barrels. They'll be very useful.
Toast them. Moving in. Burn it to the ground.
Oh, flame units. Nice.
Acknowledged. Hose them down. This does two sides.
Burn them out the building. Nice.
I obey.
If we can do that, got a little tent there. That's cool.
I'll be there. At once.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reinforcements standing by. The base is near.
Oh, more flamethrowers. Nice.
Give me the word. Received. Shifting weapon.
It's the Dynasty. They come back for us. Everyone ready up.
Confirmed, General. Getting to position.
Ah, so these are the locals.
On my way.
Militia, the Dynasty are here. It's our time. Push GDF out of our land.
Moving out.
Okay, so we got a building there.
I'll get there.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Launching.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Blow it up. Bring it down.
Missile troopers fire anti-armor rockets. They are slow, but can be ordered to sprint short distances.
We get even more reinforcements. Nice. So it looks like the locals.
General. Shifting weapon. Standing by for orders. Confirmed, General.
Alright, so we need to go south. I'm wondering what's north here.
Waiting. Getting to position. Received. Moving out.
So we need to get once we've harvested the
I'll get there.
no.
Moving out.
Okay, can we take out the tank?
Light it up. Launching. Blow it up. Target acknowledged. Launching.
Unit lost.
Fire. Light it up. Bring it down. Light it up. Confirmed, General.
Okay. So heading north probably wasn't the greatest of ideas, but
Received. Getting to position. Shifting weapon.
Back it. Oh, you have to go and aggro him, didn't you? Right, take the tank out. This isn't going well. Right, can we get those barrels? Using units very quickly. What's the betting we'll be given tanks as reinforcements if we actually went south? Somebody down here. What's this? We've lost all our flamethrowers. No, we might have to restart this. Yeah. We've not got many men left. Make more. Can't make any more. Yeah, being an initial mission, they've just sent a reconnaissance in to clear out the area. Okay, nothing down there. It's got a crater there. So is that occupied? I think that is occupied. Yeah, we're not going to manage that one. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, we're at the base. Protect the rig.
General, technician here. Ready to recover Tempest Rising.
There's me ready to give up, and the game's gone. You know what? Here's a ton more units.
Is that you, HQ? I like the way you think. Rig online. Let's get to work.
Good work, General. Guard the rig while it gathers the Tempest, and use the credits to train more infantry.
Flame turret, nice, okay. Where's my... Alright, so we need more missile troopers. Ah. Get down here. Ah, they're attacking my rig. We've got 1 minute 20 to survive this onslaught. Oh.
Weapons free. Standing by. Going in.
Rockets ready. Blow it up. Launcher here.
You've got the Tempest. There's more in the area, but GTF are calling for reinforcements. Get out while you can. There's a lake to the north. Pack up the rig and escort it there. Your technicians can repair vehicles as you go. Oh, and sell the other buildings. Leave them nothing.
I need to survive this.
Bring it down. Ready and waiting. Fire. Target acknowledged. Moving out.
How do we... How do we make it move? Let's read what's it. Flame garrisons, yeah. Technicians, yeah. Let's see if we can get a few more.
Eyes on the skies. Lights them up. Lights them.
Alright, got some more money. Nice.
General. I'll get there. Received.
Low power.
Rockets ready.
Right.
On my way.
We call the harvesters. Gotcha, right, okay.
Standing by for orders. Give me the word. Shifting weapon. Getting to position. Shifting weapon.
Warning. Enemy airstrike incoming.
Still got the same kind of pathfinding issue as Command and Conquer,
Moving out.
where if units are blocking the way,
On my way.
it'll,
Shifting weapon.
it tries to find an alternative route.
I'll get there. Launching. Fire. Standing by for orders. Bring it down. Confirm, General. Getting to position.
Warning. Enemy airstrike incoming.
Launcher here. On my way.
Is it a
Waiting.
right here?
Received.
So we would have had to deal with all of this anyway,
Moving out.
but I've kind of preempted the mission. It seems.
General. Shifting weapon. Confirm, General. Target acknowledged. Light it up. Blow it up. Launching. Target acknowledged. I'll get there. Received. On my way. Bring it down. Fire. Light it up.
Going north.
Moving out. Blow it up.
Warning. Enemy airstrike incoming.
Bring it down.
Unit lost.
Missile trooper. Getting to position. Standing by for orders. Shifting weapon. Received.
Nearly at the rendezvous.
Launcher here. Moving out.
Ah, I knew I had to watch my 6.
On my way. Launching. I'll get there. Confirm, General.
Primary objective accomplished.
Oh,
Rig secured. Well done, General. Let's get your troops out of there.
what troops? And nearly all died. Complete third mission of the Dynasty campaign on any difficulty. Didn't do too badly. Nice bit of soundtrack. Just going to put the volume up a little bit. So it took me 22 minutes for that. We've got 1,200 points for that mission. Summary. I had 15 units, killed. I had 113 killed, trained 15. So I lost more units than they did. In figures, I suppose. 12 of my buildings destroyed. I think, or was it their buildings? I don't think any of my buildings destroyed. Buildings destroyed, yeah. Oh, it's got breakdown by unit type as well. Buildings. Flame turrets. Lost that. Resources. Okay. So that's the credits there. Okay, interesting. Continue. Oh, classic.
Welcome back, General. Command is pleased with your work. The Tempest you harvested will go a long way to fueling our cause. If you're going to be out there on the front lines, you should know more about it. The Tempest is more than a resource. That's how GDF sees it. But they are short-sighted. It is true power for everyone. Power that anyone can have. It came to us in our time of need. That's what our dynasty was founded upon.
So, where did the Tempest come from? What does GDF want with the Tempest? What is the Tempest used for? Let's go, where did they come from?
Tempest is the birthright of our dynasty. The radiation that saturates our lands after the Great War makes it the perfect environment for the vines to grow. They start underground in the upper crust, growing straight out of solid rock. But our scientists have yet to find a termination point. It's not like the vines are all connected somewhere. They just start growing. It's as if the seeds were there all along, and the fallout was all they needed to grow. But that doesn't make sense. The Tempest grows even where there is no radiation, just at a significantly reduced rate. 10 years in, and even with everything we can do with it, we still have so many unanswered questions.
Interesting. What does GDF want with the Tempest?
The Tempest is energy. Energy is money. It came to us. It grows on our land from our irrigated soil, cleansing it and providing us with clean energy with which to rebuild. The people almost lost everything to that fool's war, but we were blessed with this one gift. The GDF machine hungers for more fuel as it continues to expand across the globe.
Oh. So at the moment it's kind of suggesting that GDF basically just want to take over land and take their resources, which is unlike any kind of real world scenario. What is the Tempest used for?
While the biologists are all squabbling over how to classify the organism, if it can even be called that, it's the pod juice you need to know about. The fluid inside possesses what should be impossible qualities. The quantity of energy it somehow stores is astonishing. That's why you see the electric charges around the vines. And why you don't want to drive unshielded vehicles through Tempest patches. We've mostly converted to Tempest power across the board. And I've heard the R&D teams are working on all sorts of fun stuff. I'll keep you posted, shall I?
Ooh, nice. More Tempest powered units. That'd be cool. No further questions.
Understood. Let's get you back out there. Got something a little different for you, General. A naval GDF task force is a little off course. They seem to have gotten lost in the Black Sea and ended up deep in Dynasty territory. I suppose that's what happens when their scopes can't find half of our bases. That being said, they've brought enough firepower to establish a small foothold. If I may make a recommendation, perhaps you should give them a map when you turn them out of our base. Good luck, General.
Cool. So kick GDF out. Doctrines. Harvester manufacturing, harvester gain. Oh, we can put points into like a tech tree. That's cool. So we have 2 doctoring points. And we have 3 trees. Got logistics, aggression, and security. So logistics, first level gives harvester wheels gain 30% health, rebuild 30% faster, and self-repair outside of combat at the rate of 5 health every 2 seconds. So basically we just bolster our harvester with that one. Aggression. Infantry health is increased by 15%. That goes on the Assault Gunner, Commando, Demolitionist, Dynasty Guard, Igniter, Line Officer, Missile Trooper, Operative, Physicist, Technician and Machinist. And security. Explosive areas of effect are increased by 50%. So explosive AoE, bonuses to the missile turret, the leveler, dragonfly, matchstick, physicist, porcupine, MLRS, havoc, anti-tank mine, machine shop defender. So at this stage I don't want to be increasing area of effect because I'm bound to kind of damage something of my own, no doubt, unless there's no friendly fire on that, but don't want to risk it. Infantry health could be useful because I did lose a lot of infantry in the last mission, and having the harvester being more resilient would be quite useful. Or I suppose I can go 2 into 1 tree. What's that? Power management. The effects of all plans are increased by 30%. Training regime. All units gain veterancy 30% faster. And for security, extended life generators. Distribution mode now deals 50% less damage to structures. Power plants have 30% bonus health. Ooh. So that sounds useful to get. So I would have to go down that tree anyway at some point. I'm thinking harvester. Harvesters are usually targeted. So let's get harvester. So we purchase that doctrine. We now have another point. So we could increase all plans by 30% effectiveness, or increase the infantry health, which I think is going to be useful, to be honest. Let's go infantry health and harvester health. So we're basically a bit more health, and then next time we can look at increasing this. Go to the armory. What we got here? Oh, okay, we can buy stuff as well here. So this is far more involved compared to Command & Conquer. So from the armory, so we can actually buy upgrades here. And then we've got loadouts. Ah, gotcha. So we can apply 2 upgrades right now into our loadout. Currently we don't have any, I don't think. We've got 1,200 units to spend. So we've got, that takes 2 slots, I think, as I'm guessing. So Wrecker cannons, cannon weapons do 50% bonus damage to buildings. So I'm guessing that's going to be tanks. Veteran crew or vehicles are trained as hardened. Basically first level veterancy. So all the tanks are basically upgraded by 1 level first off. We can't get that one. There's Tempest batteries. Low power mode has no adverse effects. That's got to be quite useful. So we're running on low power. Having that applied means we don't lose any abilities. Tempered armor. Air units have 25% extra health. Only takes 1 slot. Stolen plans takes 3 slots. Trebuchet provides access to GDF Trebuchet from the machine shop. Does not cost intel, but is more expensive than the GDF. Yeah. Stolen Plans Shield Maiden provides access to GDF Shield Maiden from the machine shop. Does not cost intel, but is more expensive. It's only 2 slots. Stolen Riot Van. Riot Vans may be trained by the machine shop. Stolen Queller provides access to GDF Queller gunships. Pilot combat training. Dynasty Guard will exit any ground vehicle when it is destroyed, in addition to infantry which evacuate vehicles from other sources. Okay, so pilot combat training just allows me to keep the unit after the wherever they're sat in gets destroyed. That could be useful. Piercing ammo. All rifle units deal 40% bonus damage. I like the sound of that. That's a 2 slot one. Optical enhancements. All infantry gain 50% increased sight range. That sounds very useful actually. You can see a bit further. Napalm. Grenade and flame weapons now set enemies on fire, dealing continual damage for several seconds after application. Oh, I like the sound of that as well. Basically just set people on fire and then run around burning. Infantry armor, it's a 3 slot. Infantry take 20% less damage from fire explosive. That'd be quite nice to get eventually. Increased manpower. When destroyed or sold, all factories, tech structures, and power plants will spawn a Dynasty Guard and a missile trooper. Sounds nice. Improved reliability. Vehicles with reliability systems take 50% reduced damage. I'm not sure what that mechanic refers to though. Improved capacitors. Structures under the effects of distribution mode take 30% reduced damage from enemies. Not sure that mechanic. Expert crew. Due to enhanced training techniques, all vehicles are trained as veterans. 2nd level veterancy. Napalm I like. And optical enhancements. I can only afford one of those two. Or I go for piercing ammo, and all rifle units deal 40% bonus damage. So the rifle units are going to be the cheapest unit on there, so I can start throwing out loads of riflemen and deal 40% bonus damage. Or I could go napalm, but I just have to make sure I've got napalm units. Not really any other options I can go with. Cannon weapons, I've not really used cannon weapons, so it's going to have to be... I think piercing ammo is going to have to be the best option there. Let's buy that. How do we equip? Oh yeah, equip. There we go. Takes 2 slots on my loadout, but I can deal 40% bonus damage now. Briefing transcript we've already heard, but let's remind us.
Have captured one of our bases by the Black Sea. A VIP stationed at this base guarantees he possesses information worth mounting a rescue mission. Reclaim the base and the Tempest, and secure the VIP. We will deny GDF intel at least, but if it is of no value to the Dynasty, you are authorized to deal with our VIP yourself.
Okay, so we go in there, capture the VIP. If he has nothing useful for us, then we just deal with him. But we want to kick him out of that area at least. Let's go. You can definitely tell this game's been made in the Unreal Engine. Everything's so shiny.
Battle command uplink initializing. Stand by.
The Dynasty are here! Mind the bridge! Fall back! I got him! They placed anti-tank mines on the bridge. If you cover us, we can disarm them.
Oh, okay. New unit available. Disarm mines. Technician can detect and remove landmines.
India has intel on an informant who was stationed here when GDF attacked. We cannot allow GDF to take him. Reclaim the base and secure the VIP.
Orders, Jen. Take in position. Ready for battle.
Basically, we'll cover that area and we'll send in. Nope. Ah. It's remembering which mouse buttons for which. Left for select, right for deploy.
No problem. Easy now.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Die, Dynasty scum! Of course. Ready and waiting. Getting to position.
She's been a good one, this old girl. Location received.
Whatever you need. Yes, General.
She's been a good one, this old girl. Tracks rolling. Loud and clear. Taking position. We can handle it.
Liking the game so far? I am. It is definitely
Acknowledged.
the classic Command and Conquer feel, and I love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh, this. Her name is Pointy.
Her name is Pointy.
Of course.
Where are you going? Stay there, technician.
Vehicle reporting.
Oh, he's repairing the tank. Oh. Oh yeah, repair the tank. Go ahead. Nice.
On your command.
A salvage van was captured around here. Looks like it may have been taken south. It could be valuable
Over here.
to keep our tanks in working order.
Jack, report.
Alright, got to go the road way. Nice.
Yes, General.
Unit is under attack.
Relocating them. Received and understood.
Secondary objective accomplished.
The salvage van repairs nearby vehicles while stationary. It can be
Ooh.
permanently deployed into a salvage center for increased repair range and build radius.
Ah. So basically, it's the repair bay, but as a vehicle. Nice. Can't go that way, so We're quite limited in the direction we can take. I'm loving the soundtrack. The cool thing by buying the early access pack, not only am I playing this a week early, but the soundtrack is included in that that bundle, so I actually have the soundtrack as well. Right, let's take out that. Nice. I was hoping the trees would fall over. Wondering if there's anything over this way or that way. A bridge. Okay.
There's state almost odometer. Moving out. On your command.
I have a feeling that might be the case. Very strategically placed scenery pits there. Oh no, there's a metal bit across there we can't cross.
Loud and clear. Handles like a dream.
And that's cool that they all move out the way as well.
Receiving your general. Receiving you, general. Tracks are rolling.
Yeah, I love the tanks destroy the environment as they're going along.
Let's move!
VIP sighted. General, this checkpoint is too heavily defended. We should reclaim our base, then crush them with superior numbers.
Yeah, point taken.
It's the dynasty! Defend the base!
Nice, okay.
Yes. Target confirmed, General.
Reclaim that.
Building captured. General, I routed the Tempest rig to your location. All Tempest you see is yours. Deploy it in your base to start harvesting. General, instruct the power plant to keep our base power in the green.
it's making its way. Nice.
Our Tempest rig is under attack.
I knew it probably was. Right, go and save it.
Construction complete. Primary objective accomplished. Our power plants keep base structures online and provide a large construction footprint. Now, construct the machine shop near a power plant and we can put distribution mode to work.
Okay, finally getting to build a base. Awesome.
Construction complete.
Did not stand a chance.
Excellent. Now we just need to build a radar station and we can locate the spy. Our machine shops are the workhorse of the Dynasty army. With multiple machine shops enhanced by our power plant's distribution mode, we vastly outproduce the enemy. Oh yes, power distribution mode. I almost forgot. Try it out and watch the sparks fly.
Right, driver and engineer.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Technician. Glad I don't have to carry this anymore.
Let's place some mines in this area.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Yes, General.
Let's bring back up in case there's another attack. Wait for that to recharge.
I understand.
Distribution mode boosts production speed. Okay.
New construction options. We've traced the VIP to a GDF stronghold in the south. It looks like they're preparing to evacuate. We can't lose the informant.
Explosive set.
Let's get this guy down there. Add some more mines. Ah. Damn it. No, we lost the engineer at that process.
Give me the word.
Right, what have we got that can use defences? Requires machine shop.
Constructing.
Let's build this down here. That gives us more defence. Vehicles, Tempest rig, Havoc. So the tanks are called Boars. Nice. Okay. Skin of a tank. That's going to be quite useful. Where can we put this? Ah, it has to be within this area. Okay. Oh. At least that'll protect this immediate area. Comms, GDF's comms effects buffs the unit and attack speed of affected units by 5%. Units like comms rig produce this effect should be considered high priority targets. Okay. Distribution mode boosts production or attack speed by 20%. Nearby buildings by switching on production power, distributing an AoE around the plant. Oh. Okay. Vehicles.
Receiving your
Go down here. Let's get one of those as well. So it's highlighted, but
Unit ready.
I don't understand what it means there.
On the lookout. Equipment ready. Received and understood.
Let's bring these forward.
Training. Incoming GDF attacks on our base. Unit is under attack.
Anything up there?
Unit ready.
Engine ready.
Unit ready.
Let's bring them down here.
Location set.
Training.
What buildings can we build that we haven't got so far? Barracks could be useful. Silos maybe. Let's get a barracks.
On the alert. Acknowledged.
Make sure we have enough for a
Construction complete.
an attack force that we can
Loud and clear. On the lookout.
let's get a power plant as well. Another one of those. So our power's pretty decent at the moment, but
Construction complete. Secondary objective accomplished. Yes, fully charged. With this power, all production buildings go into overdrive.
oh,
However, it comes with small fire risk.
what?
Training.
Oh, so basically I burn the buildings by pushing more juice into them. Makes sense.
Unit ready.
We can handle it. Yes, General.
So basically this is kind of like
Training.
an emergency situations that push all power that we have into the production plant. Get things pushed out, but at the cost of the health. That's an interesting concept. But the attacks seem to have stopped, so whether they've depleted their... Ah, spoke too soon. Withdraw. Withdraw. You into that zone, thank you. Well, we've got a thing there. Okay.
Ready for battle. Watching for movement. Affirmative.
Right, so we've pushed our line forward a bit there.
Need to place a rocket somewhere. Let's go.
Right. Gather our units a bit further. So these guys should be able to deal with a few more things. Right, we're all fully healed. Let's open our...
Picking you up. Location set.
GDF has stolen our research on the properties of the Tempest. Destroy the data core to deny them access
Right.
to our data.
Pull back slightly.
Ready for battle. Moving out.
We're looking at for time. So we'll do this mission, then we'll switch to some game dev.
Training.
Let's get a couple of those tanks ready. Right, we're all healed. Let's push forward.
Unit ready. Unit is under attack. Unit lost. Unit ready.
War tank ready. Yes, General. Acknowledged. Loading cannon.
Destroy the data core.
Secondary objective accomplished. Tech center destroyed.
Let's pull back to there for a sec. Wonder if we can get some of these tanks. There we go. Got a couple of tanks I want to bring down here.
Handles like a dream.
Right, so we have an engineer.
Under attack.
Reading you. Launcher.
Move these guys over here.
Unit lost.
What? Well, they just sat there doing nothing. Attack.
We should sweep the bridge for mine. Where's our technician?
Right, pull back, pull back. Oh, he's still alive. Okay. Pull them back. Where's those tanks? Are they coming down? A couple more tank.
Training. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Okay, they're all looking pretty healthy.
Attack.
Which unit?
Unit ready.
Don't know what unit was under attack, but
Technician.
let's get the technicians down to here.
Unit ready. Unit is under attack.
Oh,
Technician. Okay.
where do they come from? Okay, we'll pull these guys forward.
We can handle. She's been a good one, this old girl. Tracks are rolling.
It's still looking good for money, so we've got one more tank here.
Unit ready.
Orders, General.
Let's get him up to the front line as well.
Loud and clear.
We've still got 3 of those guys.
Training.
A couple more of those. Right, let's pull them forward.
Port tank ready.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Right, let's leave them there for a moment. Ever played CNC Generals? I have.
Yes, General.
Orders, General. Yeah, tracks are rolling.
Unit ready.
Like that one as well.
Building captured.
Yeah, Generals was pretty cool. I did enjoy that.
Constructing. Construction complete.
Get some defences down here. Let's
Constructing.
get another one. Could get a machine shop down here. give us a forward outpost.
Construction complete. Constructing. Cancelled. Unit is under attack.
Whatever you need.
Construction.
Where are they coming from?
I understand.
Leave them there. Ah. Oh crap. Okay.
Like old times. Engaging target. Steady. Location received.
Didn't realise I was still getting still sending reinforcements down that way. Okay.
Rolling.
I will have to keep a defence here then.
Unit is under attack.
We can handle it. Port tank ready.
Pull back.
Acknowledged. Yes, General. Handle circuitry. Ready for battle. Vehicle reporting. Rocket standing by.
Right. What was the building? Ah, cool. Right.
Training.
We can actually get vehicles straight onto the front line now. More buildings. Let's go for more defence.
Constructing.
We can
Get-
handle it.
Get yourself out of there.
Loud and clear.
Unit ready. Construction complete.
Let's get yourself back up there.
Receiving you. Acknowledged. She's been it. On your command. Hitting the room. Orders, General.
Training.
So we've got some defences right at the front here. Where's my engineer? Have I lost him? Oh, there he is.
Yes. Relocating them. Of course.
Unit ready.
Ah, come on, get out of there. Get out of there, engineer. Oh, damn it, I lost him.
Unit is under attack. Unit lost.
Right. Put yourself back there. What's going on over here?
Unit ready.
General. Received and understood.
Pull them back. Right, I'm going to have to build an infantry down here then. Buildings, barracks. What are we doing for time? Ooh, we're running into our game dev time, but as soon as we complete this mission,
Construction complete. Low power. Constructing. Construction complete. Constructing.
make sure we definitely have enough power.
Construction complete.
Okay.
Training.
Let's get a technician. I'm going to have to send these forwards.
Is that you, HQ?
Like old times.
Right, let's take a selection.
Ready for battle. Moving out. Moving out.
Reading you. Moving over. Of course. Okay, I understand. Allocating them. Received and understood. Yes,
It's very hard to kind of
off and nodding. I'll get it up and running. I heard something from the technician.
On your command. Taking position. Next shell ready. Keep it together. Crush it. Taking position. Keep it together.
not doing too well here.
Unit is under attack.
Crush it. Brace for recoil. Keep it together. Consider it down. Engaging target. Brace for recoil.
Okay,
Location received.
come back.
Loud and clear.
Come back.
Yes, General. Taking position.
Unit is under attack.
Awaiting orders.
Right, probably do with a get some engineers to
Training.
technicians.
Training.
Get 4 of those.
Constructing.
Let's get another defense. That's got quite a good range on it.
Ready. Unit ready.
Engine running.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
And slowly build our
Ready.
defences across here.
Constructing.
Give me the word.
Let's repair that one.
Unit ready.
Check. Report.
Right, let's get these guys down here. So it's nice and defended there.
Unit ready.
So I'm thinking I might just go south to here and see what's going on.
Loud and clear.
'Cause we know they come from the south here, but
Yes, General. Affirmative. Tracking movement. Rockets away. Firing salvo. Rockets away. Firing salvo. Firing salvo. On the lookout. Yes, General. On the lookout.
Unit is under attack.
Location set. Acknowledged. Let's go.
okay.
Let's go. Location set. Hitting the road.
Right. Come on, everyone into action.
Unit is under attack. Training.
Let's push over to this side.
Unit ready. Unit is under attack. Unit ready. Training. Unit is under attack. Unit ready. Unit is under attack.
Handles like a tree.
Training.
Okay, we found their base.
Series D, moment. Yes, General.
Just casually knock that tree over, as you do.
Training. Unit ready.
Receiving your General. Yes, General.
Locate the spy. And we get him out of there. Just got a tank casualty there.
Unit ready.
On the alert. Acknowledged.
We'll leave that other guy there because he might be useful. Oh. Okay.
Unit ready. Be advised, I'm tracking movement to your east. It looks like they're preparing for an airlift on the other side of that bridge. I've got you authorization for the mine drop support.
Mine drop support.
Is under attack. Unit lost. Training.
Emergency evac protocol. Let's move.
The VIP is on the move. Disable that vehicle. Don't let it leave.
Damn. Engine's taking a hit.
Unit is under attack.
What have we got then? Mine drop. How do I do mine drops? Oh, okay, here.
Unit ready.
Tomorrow my village celebrates 80 years of freedom. Nice. So any special celebrations going on?
Secondary objective accomplished.
News to me since I live in an old village. Didn't exist during the war yet, so they just followed Dutch Liberation Day. That's nice. You know, liberating country doesn't go in one day, so this village has 3 weeks earlier than full country. Oh, nice. Big row of tanks and other military vehicles and parade. Awesome.
Unit lost.
What?
Yes.
Put all those guys there for the moment. That's the right then. Engineer. Field scout. Okay. What's the betting this thing gets shot down? There'll be a speech by the last Holocaust survivor from the region. Oh wow. Woman gotta be ancient, yeah.
Training.
At least 90 plus, she'd experienced it so she wasn't a baby. Hmm.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Technician. Relocating tech. Ready to work.
Scrolling on Facebook and I see your post. You're going to transwrite process. Unfortunately, I can't make it. But Nick's will hopefully make it to that one. Anything happening in UK? What as far as the protest, or for any celebrations? Yeah, 'cause see, recently the protests. So the protest is in response to the government's latest ruling on trans rights.
General. Of course. Is that you, HQ? Yes, General. Get the defenses ready.
Building captured.
New ruling. So they basically want to ignore
Is under attack.
oh wow, didn't see him there. Ignore if a trans person has changed their gender on their passports and stuff. So basically, sort of saying that trans people aren't kind of legally the gender anymore.
Whatever you need.
Right, not strictly, but they can be ruled against to say, well, just because the gender's been changed doesn't mean they automatically get stuff. They have to fight for it now. So yeah, basically go, well, hang on a minute, you're making life a lot harder. So if your passport says male but your birth certificate says female, still female. Yeah, basically you're treated as your birth certificate, legally speaking. Your government thinks they're US or something. They, unfortunately, like the US government have said that the UK government has to
Building captured.
change the laws in order to work with America. Like, if the UK want to have a good relationship with America, we have to do things like they are. And people go, don't care then. Don't do anything with America. So yeah, so generally not happy about that.
Constructing.
I mean, it's not completely stripped. Like, the rights haven't been completely stripped, but it's starting to go that way.
Construction complete.
Yeah. Get even greater lunatic. Someone that gets groomed by Trump. Yeah, basically, it will get to a stage where Trump will just make sure whoever replaces him is Trump friendly.
Unit ready.
Hello? I can take it.
Building captured.
Do hospitals still do sex change? Yeah, will still do the operations. But
Unit is under attack.
the main issue at the moment is that once you're changing gender, you have to take hormones. You have to take the hormones to keep the body kind of operating as your
Unit is under attack. Unit lost.
as your kind of set gender. But they're starting to refuse to allow transgender people to have those hormones. So they're basically looking to get those hormones out of other places, and the government's trying to advise doctors not to help transgender people with making sure they are staying healthy. So it's yeah, so it's not good. So it's not as bad as America.
HQ, come in. We have the informant. VIP secure. Fine mark, General.
Aussie food time, okie dokie. So weird as fuck, yeah. Anyway, I go dog walking Aussie food. Okay, I'll be back shortly anyway with game dev. We're switching to game dev now. I like how we completed that level just by dropping mines on the target. But yeah, I'll see you shortly. I'll be on game dev. Let's have a quick look at this and we'll switch up. Mine the entrance to your base. I kind of did, but I didn't get the points for it. Mine drop on the bridge. I did that. I did oh yeah, I did all these. Did I? Did I not? Yeah, okay. We'll go back to main menu. Then we got to switch up to game dev. Do a little bit of game dev. So I'm going to be right back. I'll be back shortly, folks. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube, the YouTube video will switch. If you're watching on Twitch, it will not. So I will see you there in a moment. Back in a sec, guys.